Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be very different from my normal videos, because this is going to be all 100% live. But that's not all. This is also going to be the first video in a series of videos this month, coming out every day, except for the last 5 days. And why is this? Well, for many of you, it's Christmas. And if it is, Merry Christmas. But not yet. Also, for many of you, it might be Happy Hanukkah, or whatever you celebrate where you're from. But what do most people do on Christmas month? A lot of families, I should say, use advent calendars. So that's exactly what this series is gonna be. An advent calendar of pen spinning linkages. Doesn't that sound great? Doesn't that sound just amazing? Yes, it is, because it is just that amazing. Now, for many of my newer viewers, or maybe people that are just newer to pen spinning in general, this series is gonna be perfect for you. Because many of the very first linkages are gonna be very, very, very beginner friendly. And when I say very beginner friendly, I mean they're gonna be in order of difficulty. So the first few weeks, it's only a few weeks long. The first few days, or the first week, is just gonna be fundamentals. Now, before getting into the linkage of the day, let's go out and say, if you don't already know your fundamentals, now is a great time to start. And if you've just clicked on this video and you know nothing about pen spinning, then hello, welcome to the world of pen spinning. Yes, this is a pen, and I'm spinning it. Oh, how can you see? Oh, maybe you don't have eyes. Well, I just described what I'm doing. And yes, this is live. Clapping. Snapping. Oh yes, so beautiful. But anyway. So yes, the four fundamentals you should know if you're going to attempt this series and follow along with me is number 1, the thumb around, which looks like this. Let's see it again. Also, feel free to pause the video, slow down the video as much as you like, and copy to the best of your ability. The most important thing in pen spinning, and if you're an avid viewer of mine, you've probably heard this 100 times, but for those new, the most important thing for pen spinning is to copy tricks from slow motion video using only your eyes, and a pen of course, because the most important thing when it comes to pen spinning is to just try it. Literally, that's all you have to do, just try it. Now near the beginning, it may be very, very difficult, but that's the point. Once you get past that difficult phase, it will be very, very fun. Now, the first fundamental is the thumb around, which looks like this. Now, I normally wouldn't say verbal aid or help anyone with verbal aid, but for the fundamentals, I think that's the only exception. After the fundamentals, verbal aid can be more of a hindrance. So, for the thumb around, yes, I'm going a bit into tutorial mode, and I never do this if you're a viewer of mine, but for the 4 fundamentals, I think it's okay. So, for the thumb round, find roughly the middle point, and then kind of fling it around your thumb. I won't go too much into detail because I don't want to spoon feed you information, but anyway, most of the pen should be on this side, and then you just kind of flick it. Now, it might go just a little over there, or it might go way over there. Now is the time of finding the perfect balance, which is not that, the perfect balance of force. To get it, something like that. Then when it is, just close your finger and catch it. Now as you can see, I'm starting with most of the pen facing this way, and by the end, most of it is this way, and that's completely normal. It took me actually 2 weeks to learn the thumb round, because I just couldn't understand that you had to have most of it facing this way. and I was trying to do the thumb around like this, which just does not work. So if you're like me, maybe that helps. But anyway, so that's the thumb around. We won't be needing this in this video for this linkage, which will come later, but we will need the next fundamental known as the charge, which looks like this. You can do one, or you can do many. And you can do it in this slot, or you can do it in this slot, or even here. It's all up to you. Yes. So, the charge, there's really not much to say about this other than your fingers start down, then you bring this part over here, and then over there, and then back down again. It will start like a triangle for probably a week, your first week or few days of learning it. And then over time, you'll just do it so many times that you'll be able to do it smoothly and circularly and make it into a circle. So that's about it for that one. Now the next fundamental is the finger pass, which you will need to know for this linkage. And that is probably the most simple to understand, but the hardest to get smooth. So don't worry if it doesn't look perfect. And that is literally just passing between every finger. Now make sure you get every finger. That's very important. A lot of people skip a finger or two when they're first learning it. Like maybe they do something like that, which is not what you should be doing. What you should be doing is going through every finger. Follow along with me if you like. And then these two come up, and you just continue like this. Then those two can go down, just like this. Nice and simple, nice and easy. Then you just speed it up a bit until it looks like this. But that might take a lot of time, and you don't want to get too caught up, like I said, in trying to make it look great. Even just like this. Even if it looks like that, that's perfectly fine for now. Now, the next fundamental, which you won't need for this linkage, but it's useful to know later on in life, in your pen spinning life, is the sonic, which looks like this. Now, it might not look like much, but this is actually the hardest of the 4 fundamentals. Why is this? It's mostly because of the complex intermediate slot here, where it passes behind the middle finger. And it's basically a combination of a charge and multiple finger switches, we like to call it. Now, the hard part about this is getting it like around the middle finger while still rotating. And I like to tell people to do this motion to help. Start like this, then touch your index and ring fingers together behind your middle finger. And then you can do the same in front. This motion is basically all sonic is. You kind of bend it back and forth, the pen, and then one time going up, you also bring your middle finger, your index finger up and hit it. So that's why that motion is good. Then when you do, it should kind of naturally go up over the middle finger and then back down. A lot of people try and do this, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually a different trick entirely. But a lot of people think their flexibility is not good enough to do this trick, and that is complete and utter nonsense. You can do this trick if you can bend your finger like this. You literally do not need much mobility at all for this trick. It's all in your mind. See, my fingers are very straight. It's all practice. Now, those are the 4 fundamentals. And for this linkage, for the very first linkage of December, of the Christmas month, or Hanukkah month, or whatever month you like to call it, the fundamentals you need are charge and finger pass. So, now, what's the linkage, Tilt? What's the linkage, you might be asking? Calm down. It's okay. We're gonna get there. The linkage is this. Very easy. I'll show it again. Now the linkage in question, for those nerds out there, is charge in 2-3. By the way, 2-3, I'm going to be saying these numbers a lot in this series, so it's good to know them now. I'll just go over. So T is for thumb, 1 is for index, 2 is for middle, 3 is for ring, and 4 is for pinky. And when you say 2-3, it means the pen is between the middle and ring fingers. When you say 1-2, it means it's between the index and middle fingers. Pretty simple, right? So, normal notation goes as follows. So, the first trick in this linkage is charge in 2-3. Then the next trick is a pass to 1-2. So, written out is pass from 2-3 to 1-2. And it looks like 2-3 line 1-2. I might write it down on the video if I remember. But yeah, also the notation will be in the description. So if you want to just follow along or look at that, feel free to. So yes, charge 2-3 to pass 1-2 to charge 1-2. And that's the linkage. Now I chose this linkage for a very specific reason. Mostly because a lot of beginners that just learned charge or just learned finger pass don't know how to link them with anything. And this linkage is just to help start learning how to link tricks together. So the hard part about this is really getting it smooth, with no pauses in between. And that's the trick with linking things together at a beginner level. A lot of beginners might make this look like charge, and then my brain starts working, I can't even talk, and then I do a pass. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, charge. No, don't do that. Do charge, pass, charge, seamlessly. No pauses, just pure smoothness. Charge, pass, charge. It's as easy as that. Now, like I said, if you want to slow down the video, feel free to. Go right ahead. There will be many videos like this in the future, and they definitely probably won't be as long as this one. This one is just an introductory episode, I should say. The first day of December. Wow, I can't even bust. Anyway, so yeah, that's this video. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas in 29 days. Or, sorry, 24 days. And have a happy new year, almost. See you next time, tomorrow. Yes. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.